everyone! Today is a very special video because I am bringing you a special announcement. So if you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, then you already know, but I've got exciting news. I am engaged. I'm so excited. After 5.5 years, I finally got asked the question. So Matt and I have been talking about marriage for quite a few years, probably more so me bugging him, but we had decided together as a couple that that would be something to strive for, to get married and then have kids, just because it's something that we want to do. And so we've been talking about it for so long, and I just didn't know when he would propose, but I guess he had planned it for a couple months before he actually did, and it was quite an eventful day. Matt goes out of town for work quite often, so before he proposed, he went away for, I think it was 2 weeks, so we hadn't seen each other for a while. So we decided to leave the Saturday for us. We did have his sister's birthday party, or so I thought, that evening that we had to go to about 45 minutes away, but the day was all ours. So on the Friday night, we decided to go for breakfast at our usual spot near my house, or our house, and then we would go to Vancouver to go kayaking, which was super awesome. So the next day happens, we get up early, and I'm so not feeling it. I was so tired, you know, I was just kind of lethargic, but we went for breakfast instead of sleeping in, even though I would have much rather slept in at the time. So we get to our favorite spot for breakfast, we sit down, and we order some coffee. And then 3 of my really good friends walk through the door, and I'm like, what? Since when do you guys come here? And then they said, oh, well, it's near our other friend Crystal's house, so we've decided just to have breakfast. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I had no idea that it was pre-planned at all, because I am the most gullible, naive person, apparently. So they scooch in, like sit in, just don't even ask, just scooch into our booth. So, of course, because it's supposed to be our day, Matt and I's. So I texted Matt underneath the table, who's sitting right across from me, and I said, I hope it's okay that they're sitting here. I can always ask them to move. And then he said, oh no, it's fine. So we talk normally, whatever. We chit chat, we order breakfast, we eat breakfast. And then he hands me an envelope and he says, this is a gift certificate to go buy some dresses for your brother's wedding, which was happening a couple weeks back in Ontario. And I didn't have a dress yet. So he hands me this gift certificate for Long Tall Sally to buy dresses. And he said, your girlfriends are going to take you shopping. And I said, oh, sweet, this is awesome. But then I was like, wait a minute, what about kayaking? And he's like, oh, I'll just pick you up downtown. Perfect. Sweet. So the girls take me downtown and we go shopping. Shopping was super awesome. Now Matt has done this type of thing for me before, so I didn't even think about it. He does all these little cute gestures for me, like bringing me to massages and all that stuff. So I didn't think anything about it. So I'm shopping and I ended up buying 2 dresses at Long Tall Sally. So after we're done shopping, I text him to tell us that we're done. So then he meets us downtown and it starts raining outside. So I go, well, why don't we take a rain check on kayaking? Why don't we just go another day? And I suggested this not knowing that it wasn't even the plan to begin with, so which was quite funny. So we walked to a rental car because we don't have a regular car. And this didn't raise any flags to me either, because often when we go visit his sister or out that side of town, we always rent a car. So I didn't even think twice about it at all. So we hop into the car and he just starts driving. So I'm just looking out the window and I said, oh my gosh, we didn't get your sister a birthday present. And he's like, oh yeah, you're right. And I'm like, well, why don't we just get her like a spa package? We usually normally get her this pedicure and manicure situation at this spa. And it's always the same one, close to her house, so that she can enjoy herself because she's got lots of kids. So I suggested going to this spa to go pick up a gift certificate for his sister. So then he's like, oh sure, why don't you Google the address? So I Google the address and then I give him the directions to the spa. We walk in and I am behind Matt, and he goes to the receptionist. He said, Sarah doesn't know this, but she's actually got an appointment. And I'm like, say what? So apparently I had this whole spa experience, which he has done for me before. But it's just so funny that I suggested to go to the spa to get his sister's birthday present, but turns out that he knew me well enough that I would suggest that, because that is exactly where he took me, which is so interesting. Anyway, so he takes me, or sorry, he leaves and the girls take me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm getting done. So the first thing is this, I guess, massage. So I did this, was it 90 minutes? 60 or 90 minutes? Anyway, massage. It was amazing. And usually I go to like an RMT to get rid of, you know, my knots and do like that athletic massage that's really, really painful, but so good. But this one was more of a relaxing one, which I've never actually had a relaxing massage before, and it was delightful. It was so nice. Yeah, and then the girl was really good. And then the second part of it, I got my makeup done. I was like, sweet, nobody's ever done my makeup before. Actually, I lied. People have done it before, but not very many. So that was pretty cool. So I got my makeup done. And then after that, I got a shellac manicure, which was pretty cool. And all of the girls seemed really, really friendly. So they would always come by, check it out, see what I was doing with my eyes, see what I was doing with my nail, what color I picked out. You know, they were asking me all these questions, but I wasn't thinking anything about it. It was, you know, you're at a spa. People do that all the time. They're really, really friendly, obviously. And this place was amazing. But little did I know they were all in on it, because I had no idea. So they were trying to see if I had any clue that he was going to propose, because they knew it all, but I didn't at all. Anyway, because I am naive. I don't know why. I look back and I say the story and I don't know how I didn't see it. I honestly don't know how I didn't see it. So this is only half of it. So I'm finished, and I go to the changing room. One of the girls comes in with a bag and she goes, I have an outfit for you. So I look in, and there is one of the dresses that I bought earlier that morning. So then I started thinking, oh my goodness, we are definitely not going to Matt's sister's birthday. What is going on? At that point, I started questioning things, because it just seemed too, I don't know, it was just weird. So I started questioning it, but I don't know why, but a proposal didn't come to my head, but I knew something was up at that point. So I get ready in this dress, and I come out, and there's Matt in this nice blazer. So he's all, you know, suited up and looks really, really good. He got his hair cut. So we leave the spa, and he takes us to this spot on the beach. Both of his parents passed away, and I guess they were scattered in this spot on the beach, which I didn't realize, or he didn't tell me until after. But so I didn't know that this spot was special. So we get to the beach, which is not far from the spa, and it's like a little bit rainy, it's a little bit misty, and we sit on the log. He's like, oh, I've got some sushi, because I figured you'd be hungry. And I said, oh my God, I'm starving, because literally this is like 4 o'clock or something, and I hadn't eaten since 7 o'clock or whatever it was earlier in the morning. So literally my stomach was like, oh my God, it was so loud, growling. I was so hungry. So I was excited for the sushi. It was just a little bit of sushi. And then some wine, which was super sweet. So he packed like this picnic, and it was quite nice. And then he's like, oh, I've got one more thing here in the bag. And I said, oh, perfect. I thought it was a dessert, because I have the biggest sweet tooth. So after anything, I just go sugar, sugar, sugar. So I just thought it was a dessert. But anyways, he pulls out the ring box and he asks me. I was shocked. I don't remember anything he said except for, will you, Sarah Jean Melton, marry me? And I was like, oh, yes. Yes, I was lost for words, and I was like, holy shit. Oh my gosh, how did I not see this? And then the whole day just spun backwards, and I'm like, oh my God, everything makes sense. Everybody was in on it. So from the beach, I called my mom, my stepmom, and my dad. And then he said, I have one more surprise. And I said, oh my God, can this day get any better? I didn't know. So he's like, but we have to stop at home first. I was like, okay, perfect, because I'm still hungry. I need food. So we go home, and all of our friends and family are, well, that are here in Vancouver. Most of mine is on Ontario and his is in Calgary, but everyone that was in Vancouver who could make it was in my house. So I guess my best friends, after breakfast with me, they came back to my house clean. Well, it was clean, but like decorated, and got all the food prep ready. So it looked amazing. So many people here. It was unreal. It was so amazing. So it was a really beautiful night. You know, we had like our engagement party, I guess, the same night. I couldn't have asked for a better experience, I guess. You always want something that's super special to share with your kids or with your family. And honestly, I don't know that I could have asked for a better story to tell everybody. It was so amazing. Whew. I'm getting a little emotional retelling the story, oh my goodness. But it was so special, so amazing. He knows me so well. He knew exactly what I would say and planned it according to that. So it was amazing. And, you know, I'm truly thankful for all my friends and, you know, family and all that stuff who support us. And yeah, we're wedding planning right now. I'm super excited. So we're gonna get married in Sun Peaks, BC, which is a beautiful resort surrounded by mountains, which is amazing. And we get to go to Vegas for my bachelorette, which I'm also super excited about. And then our honeymoon, we are going to Europe. We're gonna go to Dublin, Edinburgh, London, and where else are we going? Paris. So we're gonna go to those 4 cities. I'm super excited. We're in the middle of planning that. So I want to hear if you have or lived there or been there. I need to know what to do and where to go and what to see. So I would appreciate you guys sharing with me everything you know about those places down in the comments box below. And let me know if you like this story by clicking a thumbs up. And if you have any other special stories about your engagements or anything special like that, I always love to hear them. I really hope you enjoyed this announcement video, and I will see you next week. Bye.